Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment on the video so I'll know who you guys are. And today we are going to be rescaping this 55-gallon tank over here. Let me show you guys. Okay, so this is the tank that we're going to be rescaping. I got to move all these fish out of here. I'm going to leave the background black. I'm going to change out the sand. This is the tank that the flower horns was in, but our flower horns were no longer getting along, so I went ahead and moved them down to the 40 breeders where I got the flower horn set up at. So I'm going to go ahead, get all these fish out of here. I'm going to remove this substrate out of here, and then we will put our other substrate in here, and I'll get back to you guys and let you see what the tank is looking like. Alright guys, so I got all the substrate out of there. There's still some substrate in there. There's a little bit of rocks and stuff in there that I'm not worried about. I'm just going to leave that stuff in there. Hopefully the fish I put in here will dig those rocks out and kind of put those rocks in different places just to give it a little bit of extra texture. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the substrate in, and then I'm going to scape the tank, and once I get the tank scaped, then I'll go ahead and fill the tank back up with water, and we will add in our new fish, which I have not showed you guys yet, but these are like the most beautiful fish, one of the most beautiful fish in the hobby today. So I'm still keeping that a secret. I'm not giving any names. So if you guys want to see what fish they are, you're gonna have to stick around. So with that being said, let me go ahead, get this substrate in there. We're gonna do black substrate. So black substrate, black background. That way you guys can really see how beautiful these fish are, and you get to see their colors just pop. And also I bought some rock to complement the color of the fish, just to see how that's going to look inside this aquarium. So make sure you guys stick around. Alright everybody, alright. So I got the black substrate in. I got the scape in. I'm not going to put a lot of scape in here. I think that'll be just fine for the fish that I'm adding to this tank. So the next thing I have to do is plug in this filter and get this thing filtering and stuff. As you can see, it is a little bit cloudy. That's just from adding in the new substrate. So let me go ahead and put this, start this filter up, and then I'll get right back with you guys. Alright guys, so I went ahead, plugged the filter in. This sand is like on top of the water floating, some of these particles. Over time it will sink. This is sandblasting sand, the same sand that I got down there in the African cichlid tank. And just for this tank, I just think that this color substrate is just going to be the best color for these amazing fish that we just got. So I'm going to stop talking to you guys and go ahead and show you guys the fish. Alright, so we got a pair of fire red Severums. This is the male. This here is the female. I'm not sure if the camera's picking that up good enough or not, but I'm going to go ahead and sit these guys in here and float them, which you guys should be able to see them a little bit better in there. So like I was saying, that's the female over here. This is the male. They are a pair, and I got them for a very good price from my LFS, which is Roe Aquarium. If you haven't been there, You need to go there, check it out. Phil is the owner. Phil and Carrie. Carrie is his wife. And it's a family-owned business. It's been there over 40 years. They have been in business. So if you guys want to check them out, make sure you check them out. Roe Aquarium. That's ROE Aquarium, Rock Island, Illinois. So big shout out to Phil on these. Actually, Phil has raised these since they were pretty small. He's had them for almost a year. So he gave me the history on them, and I just decided I was kind of sketchy about getting them. I've been seeing them there for quite a while, and I always wanted them, but I was just kind of sketchy about getting some Severums, and I didn't know exactly where I could put them. Okay, guys, so we got them into their new home. They're doing pretty good so far. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off on them and just let them acclimate and just get kind of used to their new environment. I'm pretty happy with the scape. I'm very, very happy with my purchase today. Like I said, I have been contemplating on getting these fish for quite a while. I'm glad nobody else actually bought these fish because I really, really wanted these fish. So we got ourselves a pair of Severums, finally, fire red Severums. We finally got us a pair of those down here in the fish room. I'm thinking my next purchase might be maybe some Geos or something like that, Geophagas, if I find the right Geos. But let's go ahead and let these guys chill for the rest of the day. I got some stuff I need to do with the 300, so I can go ahead and get that my next video out of that to you guys. If you haven't been watching that, go ahead and watch part 1 and part 2. Man, we just got a lot of stuff going on in the fish room. We got a lot of stuff that's going to happen once the 300 is completed. Then we'll and I got some babies down there I got to get grown up, some baby Africans, so we can move those over, move some of these fish over to different places so we can go ahead and get some more tank space for us to do more fish. There's a lot more fish out there that I would like to buy or that I would like to have as a hobbyist, and just as an Aquarius, I just need to have more fish down here in my fish room. So, with that being said, guys, remember, always feed the fish. Holla.